D11 Sports presents St. Luke's Sports Medicine Game of the Week.
Nazareth High School, the site tonight for East Penn Conference basketball. It's our D11Sports.com Game of the Week, presented by St. Luke's Sports Medicine. High and welcome off a loss against one of the premier teams up north in Pocono Mountain West, 70-48. One of their key players is Kadir Mitchell.
Yeah, Kadir Mitchell, senior leadership there, one of the two guys that, Coach Gallagher has alluded to as shouldering a lot of the load. He's averaging just under 20 points a game, but he's had big breakout performances as well, close to 30 and close to 40 points a game too. So he's definitely going to be the offensive spark tonight for the Mountaineers, and we're going to see how much he can do here at Nazareth today on the road.
For the Blue Eagles, 2-2 and 6-2 overall. Joe Arndt in his 18th year at the helm, 189 and 217. CJ Santos, the senior guard.
Yeah, the senior guard at 6'3", averaging just about 15 points a game. One of the very stars of this lineup, but also there's so many different people that can hurt you in this lineup. But Santos is one of those key of the starting five, and we're going to look for him to have another big game here tonight.
Well, they played once already this year. It was the tip-off tournament up in Wallenpaupack. That was back on December the 11th. It was won by Nazareth by a score of 51-28. Opening tip coming your way next. You're watching our D11Sports.com Game of the Week. It's Stroudsburg, Nazareth, yours next.
St. Luke's knows that trust is the foundation of all relationships. It's earned over time. It's the type of relationship you should have with your healthcare team. While our healthcare needs are different, one thing is constant. St. Luke's is focused on building a lasting relationship with you, earning your trust and putting your well-being first. When it comes to great healthcare, trust is essential. St. Luke's, the care you trust, now more than ever.
For all the moments of your life, through thick and thin, Broski Insurance has been there. Since 1965, it has been our honor to be there for you and your family, both in the good times and the tough times.
Home, auto, life, and business. Broski Insurance Agency. Tradition and pride since 1965. Online at broskiins.com.
We are back here at Nazareth High School, East Penn Conference basketball. Our D11Sports.com Game of the Week presented by St. Luke's Sports Medicine. Stroudsburg 5-6, Nazareth 6-2. Pearson Yulsis, who is our student reporter from Nazareth, is here with us, and he has his first report. Pearson?
We had a chance to speak with both coaches prior to being on air tonight. First off, we talked with Coach Joe Arndt of Nazareth. Overall, he's very impressed with the team's lineup. However, they did come off with a very rough game with their last match, and they're looking to improve their performance overall. As for Coach Matt Gallagher of Stroudsburg, he spoke of a lot of the injuries and the sicknesses that they've had in terms of their players and how they're trying to compensate, especially with their defense. They're relying a lot more on their zone defense since, they don't really have the numbers to compete man-to-man with Nazareth in terms of defense. But this is panning out to be an interesting game, and we'll see how it goes. Back to you, Al.
All right, Pearson, thanks a lot. Pearson Yulsis, he was with us during the football season, and obviously, Mike, interesting matchup between these two teams. Again, when you meet someone and you play someone already, you kind of get an idea of what they're going to do. That helps them as well.
But I think what we found out from Coach Gallagher is it's going to be a different type of a Stroudsburg team that we're going to see today. He alluded to the fact that, Pearson mentioned it in his report, defense is going to be a little bit different. They started earlier on this season with doing that zone defense, a little bit of that 3-2, that 2-2-1 defense. We're going to shift over to a more of a man-to-man style. We're going to hopefully see a little bit of that tonight, maybe in the half court, maybe a little bit of pressure on the full court. So we'll see what Stroudsburg does defensively. But we talked about offensively. Kadir Mitchell, one of those spark plugs for the Mountaineers, and it's going to go through him, and we're going to see a lot of Leo Kia as well, the junior guard, 6'1" and 6'2", respectively, for those guys, Al.
Yeah, no doubt. As we look at this matchup and we look at these two teams, obviously excited because games are going on. There's a lot of
No, it is, and of course, great hosts here at Nazareth High School, and Ray Romella and his staff always do a first-class job. You can't come to Nazareth without giving Andy Weaver his shout-out. We all saw him on the way in. Al got his picture with the celebrity here of Nazareth. It's Mr. Weave. But I'll tell you what, it's going to be an interesting game. I liked when we talked with Coach Arndt before the show here. Coach Arndt coaching his son, who's on the roster, Bryce Arndt. We see him out here in front of us warming up. And that's always a unique perspective to see through the eyes of a coach and a father at the same time. Curious to see what, if at all, Bryce has an impact on the game today.
Again, Stroudsburg checking in at 5-6. Nazareth checking in at 6-2. And this should be an interesting matchup. Again, the first time. It's different players too. We're talking about it all night long. You have or just sophomores that haven't really played as many minutes, and now all of a sudden they're playing and they're getting themselves in the mix. And I always say, I don't care if you're a freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. Coach calls your name, you're playing, you're getting involved, you're jumping on board, you're doing your thing, and you're getting ready to go.
Please rise, remove all hats.
Now we pause in Honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Both teams getting ready for the starting lineups, and with that, we will bring in our keys to the game to get things underway first as we bring them on in, beginning with Stroudsburg.
Yeah, consistency is going to be key for Stroudsburg tonight, and it's going to be playing every single minute that they're out there on the hardwood, and just eliminate those mental mistakes, because no matter how young the team may be, mental mistakes can always rear their ugly head. So eliminate those, and you should be able to stay in this game with a tough Nazareth team.
And no doubt, obviously you look at Joe Arndt, 18th year, it's still impressive what we say it that way as we bring it back here and take a look at Nathan Reich being introduced. Nathan Reich, one of our student reporters from Stroudsburg. We'll talk about him throughout, doing a great job with us in the program as well. With that, take a look at the starting lineups for the Nazareth Blue Eagles and the Stroudsburg Mountaineers, and we'll pop them in as well. It'll be Card, Mitchell, Kia, Reich, and Key. Adamus, Keener, Scrappett, Santos, and Booth, your starting five.
And interestingly enough, number 42 for Nazareth, Nolan Booth, the senior, his very first start tonight. So keep an eye out for number 42.
St. Luke's is the region's largest sports medicine provider, covering more than 200,000 student enrollment and 40,000 student athletes in Pennsylvania and New Jersey, covering 8 counties and providing the most comprehensive and advanced treatment for athletic injuries. St. Luke's offers athletic training, orthopedic care, physical therapy, and concussion management, plus sports performance training for individual athletes and teams. During these extraordinary times, you can trust St. Luke's Sports Medicine to provide extraordinary care. Home, auto, life, and business. Broski Insurance Agency has you covered with more than 50 years of experience. Give their friendly staff a call at 610-264-3940 or visit their website at broskiins.com. Broski Insurance, tradition and pride since 1965. I want to thank everyone at Broski, everyone at St. Luke's, and the officials tonight, the veteran Andy Donatelli, Karen Pammer, and Mark McKenna. We are underway from Nazareth.
Nolan Booth getting it started there. His first start, and the Nazareth wins the tip. He took that tip.
Hey, took that tip over to Scrappets. Here's Scrappets, tries to find a little seam down low, nothing there. And they'll try to drive the lane. A lot of quick defense and real tight defense. The shot off doesn't go for Scrappets, and it will be Stroudsburg basketball. I think we're going to see a lot of, I think, a lot of up and down today.
And it's going to be a lot of in-your-face defense, too, especially when it comes to Stroudsburg. I'm curious to see how much they tend to pressure a very talented Nazareth team.
Again, as Mitchell goes on through, that one's a little short off the side of the rim. Picked up there by Scrappets. Will come the other way. The bench could be an issue, when we get to the third or fourth quarter. The kick out on the pass play. Here's Santos, lost the handle, drives inside. That one knocked away.
Good job by Santos not to quit on the play, getting his own rebound. Not up and good on the second shot, but still aggressive style play there for C.J. Santos.
Just underway from Nazareth High School. I want to thank Ray Ramella for his hospitality once again. Thought about it. Instead, they'll reset here on the offense. Wide open look here at a 3, and that is top for JoJo Adames, his 5th three-pointer of the year.
Great job by Adames. If you leave someone like that wide open, got to capitalize in this. 5'10 senior knocks it through for the first points of the night.
1-on-3 driving through. Great job by Booth knocking that one away, getting the block. How key is that for Booth? You mentioned his first start, and then he comes in there and gets a good block. He's probably all jacked up now.
Well, great size and stereotypical coming underneath here, and the 6'6 senior doing a great job. And they get another good look at the JoJo Adames three-point bucket to start things off here in the scoring. Great shot.
Thought about it, now goes 16 feet out. That one hits the front of the rim, doesn't go for Scrappets. Taken here by Kia.
Wow.
Will get to the free throw line some way, somehow. Kia was everywhere on the floor.
He really tried to take it into the hole there, and that's where he got a lot of hands in the face. And didn't get the bucket, but he'll have a free shot here, as this is a shooting foul from Leo Kia.
Kia at 76% from the free throw line, averaging 13.5 points a game, 12 three-pointers, 5 rebounds a game, and 3 steals. So he's got some good categories there. Makes the first.
Got to get the free ones. And Leo Kia doing a great job there. Again, one of the 2 guys that I think we're looking at where all the offense is going to be centered through. So if you're head coach Joe Arndt, you know where you're looking.
2 for 2. To the corner, wide open look for a 3. That one hits the side of the rim by Scrappets. They get the rebound. Second effort, and the traveling call.
You mentioned how fast we're going to see Nazareth getting up and down the court, and you saw it right there. A very aggressive style of transition basketball. Got the shot up, albeit no good, but still very aggressive.
Glad you could join us here on D11Sports.com. Our game of the week presented by St. Luke's Sports Medicine. Al DiCarlo, Mike Raymond, Kirsten Yulsis, Dave Micah in the house. I want to thank the Sports Fan Base Network, Ari Bluestein and his team, Kevin Conley, our producer, Sean Kelly, assistant producer, Joe Magro, and Josh Powell, our camera guys today. Reigns 3-2 here, early part of the game. Threes are flying. That one's hitting. Jonathan Alexander off the bench with his 6th three-pointer of the year. 6-2 your score. 5:37 on the clock, opening quarter. Driving baseline, nothing there, and that one is taken away. And take a look. Flying down the court is Adames. He's got 5 of the 8 points. And a timeout here by the Mountaineers.
As we can see here on the replay, Adames doing a great job of getting up and down the court. And they got to take the easy one. And JoJo's out there in front, and seeing a lot of points from him to start this game off.
We talk about Jonathan Alexander, who scored the last bucket. His lineup.
You have a good opportunity to get here in the game and build your confidence on the varsity level. And 18 years of basketball do that if you're Coach Joe Arndt.
So right now the Blue Eagles in control. Early part of the game, up by 6.
Brother to brother, Alexander brothers fishing around on the key here. Foul underneath there.
So CJ Santos will visit the free throw line for the first time. Averaging 15 points a game. He is at 57% from the free throw line this year, 32 of 56. He makes the first.
That's the definition of the home roll.
Yeah.
Nice friendly rim here at Ray Nunamaker Gymnasium for CJ Santos. Again, you said a 57% free throw shooter on the year. Kind of holding true there.
So 1 of 2, 9 2-year score, trying to add to that lead. That one's short off the side of the rim. Doesn't go by Alexander, and the follow.
I believe that was Booth. Excuse me, Santos.
So Santos now has 3. It's a 9-point lead.
Trying to push the pace here as Kadir Mitchell gets up the floor pretty quickly. Trapped in the corner there, defensive play as Nazareth gets the turnover.
Yeah, numbers coming the other way, trying to take advantage of that. Keener goes inside, nice feed and 1. Count it. Basket by Santos. He's got 5, trying to make it 6 from the stripe.
And a great aggressive, I mean, when you have those opportunities running underneath the bucket, you got to go up strong, and that's exactly what CJ Santos did on that play. Gets the ball in low, up, and good. See if we can get the third point of the play, the 3-point bucket the old-fashioned way, as they like to say.
And you said it and they didn't get it.
No.
Good old broadcasting whammy.
Well, listen, you know, the home roll on the first one, that was his favor the first time around. But still, 5 points to start things off here for Nazareth. You know, well on his way to his average of 15 points a game.
So we're approaching the midway point of quarter number 1. Nazareth up by double digits, up by 11. Solid defense here by the Blue Eagles. That one knocked away.
Really pushing the pressure.
Good job by Santos, yep. Come up top. Spinning in the paint, little fade, and can't get the roll. However, it's Jaden Alexander.
Alexander had a great ball handling skills there. Didn't make good with it on the bucket, but still dangerous if you're able to have that much confidence in your ball handling skills.
And Joe Arndt talked about just this. They're going to pressure all night long.
Yeah.
They're going to see if they can get him and put him in that position.
Jaden Alexander right there. Got called for the foul there as they try to get the ball up the court. But, again, going back to that pressure-style defense. And it's working with only 2 points on the board for the Mountaineers.
Nice feed underneath. Count it. Eric Card, his first basket.
Great job flashing into the lane there as you need a little bit more scoring from the Mountaineers, and Card was up for the challenge.
Nice feed underneath. That's too easy, Mike Raymond. Alexander.
Alexander, we saw him, what he was able to do. He gets his first 2 of the evening, but really made it easy for Chase Scrappitz to find him underneath the basket there.
Jumper off the back of the rim. Nazareth controlling the boards as well here in the early part of this game. 3:30 and counting.
The way that Nazareth moves the ball, I mean, they know exactly where everyone is, and wow.
Scrappitz, he's on the scoreboard.
I mean, probably 4 or 5 people touched the ball before the shot was attempted, and that's what you want to see out of your offense.
His defense is tenacious. The outlet pass, stepping back, Alexander. And Jaden Alexander fires home his 7th three-pointer of the year, and it's a 16-point lead.
Let's take another look at this because, wow, the way that Nazareth is moving the ball this evening is quite impressive. We only see 4 passes here, but the way Chase Scrappitz flew through the lane there for that easy bucket. They're making the most of all their opportunities.
I'm so glad you could join us here on D11Sports.com, our Game of the Week presented by St. Luke's Sports Medicine. We follow that with 4 doubleheaders. Again, Central Parkland doubleheader, Lehighton, Tamaqua, Easton, Peaburg, and Palmerton, and Northern Lehigh. Allen at Northampton, we'll wrap up our schedule on the 7th of February. Again, if there's games that are not played, whether it's weather or COVID or anything in between, we'll try to make up games, but sometimes it's just not a possibility. And I think everybody understands that at this point. Driving through the lane, nice dish.
You always like to see how a team comes out of a timeout, and they had a plan there. Coach Gallagher had a nice way to break that press, and I know the shot wasn't up and good, but another opportunity for the possession here with Stroudsburg.
So at the 3-minute mark of quarter number 1. Driving through, lost the handle. That one knocked away, and they're going to get a foul. I believe that's a foul going to be on Jaden Alexander. It is. So Alexander's been very aggressive, though. He's got 2 fouls, and he's going to have to come out of the game.
Looks like Cole Federico coming in for Alexander, who leaves the game with 5 points. But again, his defense is definitely felt just as much as his offense.
That one too hard off the glass by Eric Card.
Ball goes to Nazareth here on the turnover and the foul.
Eric Card. His first, team third.
So as we continue on here, not much change in the score after the timeout by Stroudsburg, but a little bit more sound moving the ball around for the Mountaineers. Eric Carr didn't like the foul call there.
Not at all.
I mean, these guys, these Stroudsburg guys, and Coach Gallagher said it to us, they're not going to quit. They're out there playing tough, just like Card was getting a little tough on the defense. But they're out there and they want to compete.
Yeah, and you look at their bench and you see a lot of dress clothes. That's what he talked about. You know, that's hard that way when you're expecting these guys to be part of the team, and they are, but they're dinged up, injured. He went through our lineup and took away 5 players. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, our initial meeting with Coach Gallagher was met with a lot of red ink on our lineup cards.
That one slapped away. Stroudsburg trying to get back into this, down by 16, and look at it. Quick play coming flying through is Cole Federico. Outlet pass. And back and forth we go. That one knocked away. Federico again comes up with it. Wait, end-to-end nonstop action. Blue Eagles driving around the defense and scoring is Keener, his first basket.
Mason Keener, who we got this chance to see out there on the football field when you and I did Nazareth, I believe against Whitehall. Here at Nazareth Area High School. Dual sport athlete. Shows up on the scorecard for the first time today. They're going to call the offensive foul there on Eric Card. I believe that's his 3rd foul. That's not what you want to see.
No.
Still in the first period here. Out here at Nazareth High School. See if Nazareth tries to slow it down a little bit here.
I don't know if they can.
Or maybe milk some time off that clock, get to the second quarter here. They can certainly move the ball around, and we've seen that.
Little floater. That one doesn't go. Ball loose. They battle for it. And it'll remain Nazareth basketball. .50 ticks on the clock. Oh, nice weight. Can't score though is Booth. Booth goes right back of it. Doesn't get that one. Down to 45 seconds left.
Booth going up strong on both of those 2 shots.
Nice dish. Cross to Aaron Gillette.
We've seen a lot of Gillette here on the court in the first period. Not listed as one of the starters, but certainly getting some time out. Great block by Denzel Key there for Stroudsburg. Looks like Kadir Mitchell trying to get a little fancy there on the backwards pass. Ball still stays with Stroudsburg, though.
Yep, 14 seconds left, and that one taken by Booth. I mean, you lose Kresge tonight because it's under the weather, and Kresge's 6'5". Obviously, he gives you that, you know what type of player he is, but
sure.
Booth coming in at 6'6". So size has always been a good part for Joe Arndt.
Well, Booth has the size and definitely be a threat there, rebounding the ball. You're going to miss a little bit of that 12 points a game average that Kresge brings you.
Jojo Adamas kicks it outside. Lines up for a three. That one is short by Scrappets with 4.9 seconds left.
Had a good look at it. Didn't go down. But 22 points here potentially for Nazareth in the first quarter. Not a bad way to start out.
I'm going to just let this one go out of bounds. No time off the clock.
We'll see if Nazareth can put something together here with just under 5 seconds. They do move the ball down the court very quickly, so I would not be surprised if they get the shot off here.
5 seconds is like...
That's an eternity.
Well, if you're Stroudsburg, you can ill afford. You're still in single digits here at the end of one quarter.
The ball under the basket here. Best inbounds play.
Yeah, here's Booth gets a great look at it and scores. So Booth will score, and time will wind down. All Nazareth 24-6 after one quarter. Back after this.
And when surgery is the only choice, we offer options to help you heal faster, including technology-assisted joint replacements and muscle-sparing hip surgery. St. Luke's, the orthopedic care you trust, now more than ever.
We are back, one quarter in the books. Nathan Rice right in front of us, our D11 Sports Student Reporter. I thought he was going to at least, come back, say hi,
say
Al,
a little
how you
fist
doing?
bump or something,
What's he doing, playing a basketball game?
Yeah,
Concentrating on that.
He's a true athlete because he's in the zone.
27-8. 6:51 on the clock.
You talk about Nazareth coming off that Central game and a tough loss there, but nothing like a game like tonight to get things back on the right track.
Rice misses on the three. They get the rebound, go down low underneath the basket, and that's the first one by Mitchell. And picking up that foot did Kamoni Smith-Johnson.
The only time Nazareth tends to take their time is when they're taking the ball up the court on the inbounds. But now as soon as they cross half court, this is when that offense goes into flurry.
Driving.
Gets the bucket as Leo Kia goes to the line for Stroudsburg.
Misses on the free throw moments ago at 21 points. And it's 31-11. So still 5 minutes and change left. Oh, Mitchell makes a nice move, but he'll go to the free throw line.
That foul's number 3, Mason Keener. Mitchell will shoot 2 for the Mounties.
More opportunities here on the offensive side of the ball for Stroudsburg. Even if it's on the free throw stripe. As Mitchell misses the first, but drains the second. But still, 5 points so far in quarter number 2 as their offensive threat and Kadir Mitchell getting into the action here.
Send that one back here with 5 minutes. I said, loving the baseline. Another rebound for the Blue Eagles. They go back down underneath, and looking to earn on the free throw line will be Jonathan Alexander.
We saw the Alexander brothers start on the bench, but have played their fair amount between the first 2 quarters so far. And we'll see if Jonathan Alexander can add to his 5 points.
Misses his first at 53% for the season. So misses both. Ball loose, goes in the hands of Kia. Kia 1-on-2, nice move in the paint, and the bucket. Leo Kia, his first basket, but boy, it was dazzling.
He was using both hands, went up with the left, and sunk that bucket for his 3rd point this quarter.
Jumper by Tyler Aid is off the mark. And it is Stroudsburg basketball, seeing if they can go back-to-back here with buckets.
And hey, after the first quarter, 6 points on the board for Stroudsburg. They're coming back, they're fighting, staying in this one. And now just making it tough, without a doubt. But they're trying to get creative on the offensive side of the ball. Trying to get the ball to their playmaker and Kadir Mitchell. Can't have those turnovers.
Driving through, acceleration high off the window. Doesn't go.
The foul's on their 23. Chloe Whitman.
Looks
So
like we
inside
got
4.
Yep.
Wow, we're in the bonus here. That's a long way to go in this half. Already being in the bonus. Be a long 4 minutes here, Mike.
Hey,
And
without
we're
a
in the
doubt.
first half.
And Leo Kia back at the stripe. And again, we've seen both teams be somewhat aggressive defensively. So not entirely surprising as where we're at. No good on the first one. Nazareth retains possession here.
3-pointer, that one's short. And they do get it back. Does Kadir Mitchell. Mitchell 1-on-4, waits. Can't plug that one through. And the rebound goes to Whitman.
Mitchell's out there trying to do everything, and it's an exhausting way to play. Good defense there by Denzel Key as he tried to
I'll tell you what.
make Santos go left, and he did. But still gets the bucket.
Mike, I really like this in Nazareth team, the way how quick they are, how fast they are. They accelerate. They're never stopping. And they say that. Nice basket by Denzel Key.
His first points of the afternoon or evening.
That one's short, off the window.
Looked like JoJo Adamas got his hand on that one.
That one well off the mark. St. Luke's is the region's largest sports medicine provider, covering more than 200,000 student enrollment and 40,000 student athletes in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Covering 8 counties and providing the most comprehensive and advanced treatment for athletic injuries, St. Luke's offers athletic training, orthopedic care, physical therapy, and concussion management, plus sports performance training for individual athletes and teams. During these extraordinary times, you can trust St. Luke's Sports Medicine to provide extraordinary care. Home, auto, life, and business. Broski Insurance Agency has you covered with more than 50 years of experience. Give their friendly staff a call at 610-264-3940 or visit their website at broskiins.com. Broski Insurance, tradition and pride since 1965. Well, right now, 33-16 is your score. If you're watching us here on a Friday night, our next live stream will be next Thursday, wrestling, Notre Dame and Saucon Valley. Notre Dame with a big one against the number 2 team in the country in Blair Academy. Kieran Lincheski is there, one of our student reporters, and she is tweeting away. Up by 17, biggest lead was 21.
Knocked out of bounds there by Denzel Key, but we haven't called his name a lot offensively, but definitely showing up defensively for the Mountaineers.
Driving through. That one will not go for Keener. Here's Reich. That one taken away. Great job of getting back by Keener.
He's quick, that Mason Keener.
That one knocked away. Ball loose again. And Santos, he's got 9.
Yeah, didn't quit on the play, just kept going. We've seen that a lot with CJ Santos. If he misses that shot, he's going to be right there following in case it doesn't go down. Getting his own rebounds, making the most of those opportunities. We highlighted Santos in the open, and he's definitely shown up so far. It's just shy of 10 points already.
Are you saying we knew what we were talking about?
No, we might have.
That was just like a free basket for Keener. He's got 4.
Great job by Mason Keener. Speed. He gets to show you what he can do when he gets the ball in his hand.
Back up by 21. That one well off the mark. Frustration for Leo Kia. Kia averages 14 points a game. He's got 1 field goal for 5 points.
25, Harrison Durner checks in for the Blue Eagles. Bryce Patterson.
We're going to see Aaron Gillette come back in the game for Mountaineers.
Jonathan Alexander returns for the Blue Eagles.
So getting some bench players some playing time here today. As JoJo Adamas starting the offense.
Yeah, Joe Arndt said he'll play 9, he'll play 10. And, you know, we're seeing that tonight. This is a 3. That one is short by Adamas. Trying everything he can is Kadir Mitchell. Gives that one up. And didn't see the call.
Like a block there, shooting 2.
The foul's number 2, JoJo Adamas.
A lot of opportunities here from the free throw line. As we're going to see Kadir Mitchell.
2 for Stroudsburg.
Again, all of his points coming so far in quarter number 2. He's got 5.
That one doesn't go.
And that's really unusual. Get 71% free throw shooter in Mitchell.
He'll make 1 of 2. He's got 6. 20-point lead, 37-17. 3 bomb from the outside. No, another rebound. And straight through, not stopping.
Good job by JoJo Adamas getting into the paint.
He's got
for
7.
the layup. Hitting about 30 seconds to go here on the first half.
That's the biggest lead of the game now, 22. It stops as Mitchell cuts it to 20.
Oh, way to get his hand in the lane was Leo Kia.
Final 15 seconds.
Out of bounds, Nazareth basketball.
Take another look here at the bucket.
Final 10 seconds. Driving through, lost, and that one put up, doesn't go. Ball loose, final 3 seconds. Will they get a shot off? It counts if it goes, and it does not go. 39-19. So 39-19. Is your score. Pearson Yulsis waiting for Joe Arndt. Joe Arndt is making his way, and it has to be pleased, up by as many as 22, now leading by 20. And with that, Pearson Yulsis is with Joe Arndt, and we go to Pearson now. Pearson?
Pearson Yulsis, student reporter for D11 Sports here. I'm here with Nazareth basketball's coach, Joe Arndt. So, Coach Arndt, what are your thoughts going into this first half, and what would you like to improve going into the final play?
Yeah, I was pleased. We preached up tempo, coming out strong. After the other night, we're very flat, and we're playing with a lot of energy.
All the moments of your life, through thick and thin, Broski in the good times and the tough times.
Home, auto, life, and business. Broski Insurance Agency.
At St. Luke's Orthopedic Care, you can trust us with your hands, feet, shoulders, hips, and knees. Because healthy bones and joints mean you can do more. You can trust us to recommend the right approach to care, including joint-sparing treatments and therapies. And when surgery is the only choice, we offer options to help you in technology.
For 55, it has been our honor to be there for you and your family, both in the good.
More than 50 years of experience. Give their friendly staff a call at 610-264-3940 or visit their website at broskiins.com. Broski Insurance, tradition and pride since 1965. We talked about our schedule a little bit, and we will next have Notre Dame and Saucon Valley again, preseason 1 and 2 in the state, Mike. That should be a great matchup.
Without a doubt. And listen, anytime you can get some wrestling on the mat here, it's going to be a fun job. And I remember going last year to Notre Dame, one of my first wrestling matches, and to see like the face mask of the wrestlers, that was quite the scene to be had. But when you got top-notch talent like this and unique coaching, it's such a wrestling hotbed, this area. So get to showcase that coming up here soon.
Yeah, we'll have that on Thursday. We'll go to Mountain West and Allen on Saturday. We'll have Whitehall Freedom, Notre Dame, and Southern Lehigh. Pottsville, Blue Mountain, Central Catholic, and Parkland doubleheader. Lehighton and Tomato having a tremendous season, and playing again tonight as we make our way back here as well.
One of the biggest surprises so far to start the boys basketball season has been that Green Hornet squad and what they've been able to do so far. So, and again, sir, we talked a little bit about and alluded to Nazareth's game against Central. Central, one of the better teams out there in the area, but Nazareth's right there. I know they didn't show it in terms of the final score on Tuesday, but this is going to be a team you got to worry about in the Blue Eagles, and they're out here, early trying to get more practice. I don't know how they keep the energy up with the way they play. They're younger than we are, Al, so I think that helps.
That definitely helps. Well, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll have the start of the third quarter. It's been all Nazareth in this one. We'll take you through the scoring, maybe throw in a couple highlights as well. 39-19. We'll be back right after this. You're watching our D11Sports.com Game of the Week, presented by St. Luke Sports Medicine.
St. Luke's knows that trust is the foundation of all relationships. It's earned over time. It's the type of relationship you should have with your healthcare team. While our healthcare needs are different, one thing is constant. St. Luke's is focused on building a lasting relationship with you, earning your trust and putting your well-being first. When it comes to great healthcare, trust is essential. St. Luke's, the care you trust, now more than ever.
For all the moments of your life, through thick and thin, Broski Insurance has been there. Since 1965, it has been our honor to be there for you and your family, both in the good times and the tough times.
Home, auto, life, and business. Broski Insurance Agency. Tradition and pride since 1965. Online at broskiins.com.
We are back. 39-19. Al DiCarlo, Mike Raymond with you. Take a look at a couple quick highlights from this first half as we bring them on in, Mike.
Well, it's a lot with Nazareth, and we're seeing one right here as we got JoJo Adamas getting the three-point bucket start. I believe that was one of the first baskets of the game, as we've seen him handle the ball a lot, but getting into the offensive scoring on that play. And another opportunity for Jonathan Alexander. He's got 5 points on the night, but we've seen both the Alexander brothers calling their name a lot on the defensive end as well. Some highlights for Stroudsburg. On the offensive end, gets an interception there as JoJo Adamas goes coast to coast as Stroudsburg had a few turnovers there in the first half.
Yeah, and we talked about the rebounding edge as well. I mean, it's been all in favor of Nazareth. Take a look through the scoring here. Jonathan Alexander has 5, 7 points for JoJo Adamas, 4 points for Keener. Scrappets with 5 points with Jaden Alexander, 2 points for Whitman. CJ Santos has 9, and Nolan Booth has 2. Eric Card has 2 points. Kadir Mitchell has 8. He's actually the leading scorer, 2 field goals. Leo Kia has 5, 2 points for Gillette, and 2 points for Denzel Key as we get ready to start, the third quarter.
Seeing the pace slow down slightly for Nazareth. Still moving the ball, but with a little less urgency. As Jonathan Alexander cut to the lane there, but was fouled on the way up. And he'll shoot 2 there. First opportunities out of the gate in the second half.
Eric Clark, number 1.
So a 20-point game.
Will shoot 2 for the Blue Eagles.
Here's Alexander at 53%, misses the first.
With that 53%.
I was just going to say, when you get in this part of the season, then it's going to start being right in that range. Nice outlet pass. But going to the free throw line is Denzel Key, the sophomore.
Key wide open at the far end of the court.
Fouls number 2, JoJo Adamas.
Let's see if he can get something going here from the free throw stripe. Already has 2 points in the
Denzel
evening.
Key will shoot 2 for Stroudsburg.
Key is the 6'3" sophomore, 40% free throw shooter. Gets the front end.
Second one, no good.
What did I say about Nazareth not pushing the urgency? I lied.
Oh, nice. In the lane. Oh, cannot score, though, however, is Adamas.
Santos had the great pass there to Adamas, who was cutting right down the center of the lane. And Santos distributing as well as scoring.
We're talking about Emmaus. Joey Draper at the game. Northampton beating Emmaus tonight. They stopped them from the world of the unbeatens. So a big win for Coy Stampone and his team. Had a chance to see Nazareth earlier in the year, actually opening night against Parkland. Stopping for 3. That one is short by Adamas. Splitting through 3. The kick out. Here's Reich for the shot. That one off the mark. Stroudsburg trying to get back into this, but they're down by 20. And right now, both teams just firing up. Nothing, not even close for the last minute and a half or so.
Trying to get those shots in transition as opposed to running that offensive set. And it hasn't been working out for either team.
That one knocked away from Eric Card. And look at the speed here by Keener. That one knocked away underneath, and finally a basket by Alexander.
And Jonathan Alexander doing a great job of getting the rebound.
Matches the biggest lead of the game.
As we see a lot of ball movement here. Keener streaking down. And we saw his speed. We've seen his speed before, and it wasn't necessarily on the hardwood. We've seen it on the football field. He had a heck of a night, the night we got to see him here against Whitehall. But showing he has just as much speed out here without the shoulder pads and helmet.
Matt Gallagher in his 4th year, 25 and 40. Last year, lost to Freedom in the district, 76-61. Remember last year there was not an East Penn Conference tournament. Last year for Joe Arndt, they went 6-7, 9-8. They beat Whitehall, lost to Parkland, 61-56. New year. Some of the same players and more experience. Up by 22. It's been all Nazareth from the start in this one. Denzel Key didn't have the shot he wanted and took a lot of time to get that one off, and that went off the mark.
Looks like Coach Gallagher going to have a word there with Denzel Key. He did have an open shot. Was not able to capitalize, but Denzel coming back here into the game. Again, he's having a really great performance on the defensive side of the ball. And he's charged with guarding C.J. Santos, which is not an easy assignment for this evening.
He's getting drained on the defensive part of things. Underneath, move, extra step or no, and one. Wow.
And you can see the emotion from C.J. Santos. It goes right through him, and that's good enough for 12. I was going to say 12, but I'll say 11.
A 24-point game, 5:42 on the clock.
So that's the biggest lead of the evening for Nazareth. Got to watch his feet there. And as I think Coach Gallagher knew right away, because there was a lot of steps being had over there by Denzel Key. Just reset with a timeout here.
So 44-20 is your score with 5:34 on the clock. Home, auto, life, and business. Broski Insurance Agency has you covered with more than 50 years of experience. Give their friendly staff a call at 610-264-3940. You can visit their website at broskiins.com. Broski Insurance, tradition and pride since 1965. Had them a long, long time, and Scott and Todd and his team do a great job with Broski Insurance. Also want to give a shout out to St. Luke's for their partnership with D11 Sports. Ken Sidlow, John Hoff, Greg Lay. And we're Friday, so tomorrow's Saturday.
Yep.
You got a show tomorrow morning.
I do.
You're waking up early. What do you got?
It's gonna be an show. Yeah, when you have two NFL games on a Saturday, one of them involving a Philadelphia Eagles team, it's going to be a pretty easy Saturday morning for me. I know what I'm talking about.
44-20.
Reich faked me out there with his eyes were looking one way, the ball went the other. I think that's probably by design.
Yep. Feet underneath, and again, Nazareth comes at you. You have to alter your shot. We saw that just right there.
Exactly. Kia, thought was going to go up there with the right hand, tried to switch left hand last minute, and you don't get up a good shot when you have hands in your face like that.
Well, there's a lot of contact coming underneath. Nothing called. 3 chances here for Stroudsburg. And possession now remains with the Mountaineers.
They're not giving up. This Mountaineers team, they're trying their hardest. Just shows you what talent Nazareth has.
That shot short, ball loose. Aiming up to Keener. Five minutes on the clock here in the third. Again, they played once, and that was back on December the 11th. And the game was won handily by a score of 51-28. Actually, yeah, 51-28. Here we're at a stalemate. It's been a while since we had a point. This is a timeout.
It's still that lead. Nazareth's just built. It's going to be one of those insurmountable type leads, especially with turnovers like that.
So Keener will try to get the three-point play after the basket here.
And what do we say about Mason Keener? That speed can beat you, and just heady defensive play, getting your hand into the passing lane, and it showed a little bit of an emotion at the end there.
I think there was a technical foul called also on this play. So this should be the foul shot. So Keener will make the free throw.
There's a technical foul call on that last play.
So technical foul against Nazareth.
I think it was Keener. He was a little animated at the end there. Yeah.
So here's Kadir Mitchell.
I think I saw him turn to look at the Stroudsburg defender after he got that defensive steal and bucket on the coast-to-coast layup.
2 free throws made. Now 10 points for Mitchell. And the possession of the basketball. Just want to let you know that I've been recognized. Nathan in front of me gave me the old nod. He looked at Dave and said nothing. Want to make sure that he knows that. So Nathan gave me a little, hey Al, what's up? And he looked over at Dave. He goes, I ain't even talking to him.
You're probably like 2 to 3 feet away from Nathan at the moment. But
that's beside the point. Why are you always taking Dave's side like that?
Someone's got to defend Dave. Dave Micah to our right here, helping out. And this is his neck of the woods. You gotta recognize.
Right. Shout out to Dave Micah, my partner, who lives about a block away and enjoying himself. And does a great job with our students for sure. And, we have that authors page, and he's up in the morning and he is getting those stories up from our students. Look for Joey's article tomorrow. Look for Kieran's article tomorrow. Look for Pearson's article tomorrow. All coming your way. Missed free throw by Card. So missed free throws. They get the ball back. Here's Johnson. Lost the footing in the paint.
That play there started by Kadir Mitchell getting that offensive rebound off the missed foul shot. And all of his efforts in this game tonight.
That one slapped away. Good steal here. Here's Card. Defense gets back. Great job there defensively by Scrappitz.
Scrappitz put his hand right in the way of the layup that was about to come up from the left hand.
One of the players that Coach Gallagher talked about was Richard Gilmore, a freshman. He was playing well. Now he's out for a couple weeks. That one slapped away. Second effort. That one too underneath the basket. And picked up. Taken the other way by Adamas. Nice feed across. That one slapped and a foul. That was a tough one.
Yeah, it looked like ball from where I was sitting.
That foul's number 10.
Yeah, it's a tough one there.
So 3:27 remaining here in the third. Alexander to the free throw line. He's got 8 tonight. 3 in this quarter. This is on the free throw. One of 2.
Great opportunity there in the paint. I don't think Mitchell anticipated being that open.
Yeah, a couple chances there. Johnson couldn't convert, the sophomore. As we go down to the 3-minute mark. Just joining us here on D11sports.com. So glad you could join us. It's been all Nazareth from the start. Nazareth coming off a loss against Central Catholic, defending state champions, 62-39. Nazareth won their first 3 out of the gate. Stroudsburg being one of those. They lost to Parkland. Then they won 3 in a row. They lost to Central. They have Deerfield and Easton, their next 2.
Floater up no good by Leo Kia.
I tell you what, they're like the Energizer Bunnies, aren't they? They are really moving. Santos having his kind of night, getting towards his average. He's got 13, averages 15.
Well, it's got to be making your head spin if you're Stroudsburg. As fast as Nazareth moves that ball, soon as you mentioned it earlier, Al, they catch the ball and it's off to the next recipient within half a second. I don't know how you play defense against that.
fouls number 2, Adama.
See Tyler Ade come back in the game here once again.
Number 5, Tyler A. checks in for Nazareth.
Stroudsburg's wins this year against Wallenpaupack, Pocono Mountain East, East Stroudsburg North, and Honesdale. Losses to Nazareth, Notre Dame of East Stroudsburg, Central Catholic. Second effort here onto the free throw line. And a tough one to Liberty, 52-46. West Scranton, and most recently Pocono Mountain West. They also beat Far City Regional. They will have Northampton, who just beat Emmaus, next. Then Pleasant Valley and Parkland on the road. So life does not get easier for Stroudsburg by any means.
Kia gets the front end there.
Cole Federico checks in for Nazareth.
Up by 27.
Great rebound there by CJ Santos.
Down towards the corner.
Keener really working the ball there in the corner, trying to create some space.
Inside 2 minutes. That one will not drop for Alexander, but he gets it right back.
Jonathan Alexander for 2.
Jonathan Alexander's really exploded here in the third quarter. I believe that's his 6th point.
He's got 11 on the game, 6 in this quarter. First time from the baseline, and that is caught by Bryce Patterson.
Haven't seen a lot of Bryce this afternoon and evening, but he made the most out of that shot. 3-point bucket.
Were you with him shoveling snow today? You said this afternoon and evening. We started at 7 o'clock.
You know. Wow, we were here early for the JV and the freshman game.
True. I'm just saying.
The sun was still in the sky, which is what you want to look for this time of year out.
Yes,
the sun was still in the sky as I was coming into Nazareth.
That's a good thing. It will not be there when we leave.
No, certainly not.
3 is short by Keener. Rebounds continue, and Cole Federico's on the scoreboard.
Some great ball movement.
Again, if you're Matt Gallagher, he said in the summertime you look at my team and feel it like I started going through lineups. Micaiah Brown not here, Corner Gay not in the house. Richard, well they're on the bench. Gilmore, Jeremiah Hostin, Perez, Blake Best, Chesley Lynch, all guys they can use right now. As the depth, and that's one thing you talk about. He goes, man, I look at Joe Arndt's depth. There's so much.
Right. And it's kind of showing now here as Alexander continues with his hot second half.
Is that 3?
That was a 3-point bucket. Or actually, I believe.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
Speaking of threes, that one goes up. Does not come down for Johnson. Final 10 seconds or so in the lane, changing hands. No, ball loose. Booth back in the game. Clock still moving for some reason. Oh, actually, it's moving because
Just going to let that clock run out, I guess.
26.
So 57-26. You're watching our D11sports.com Game of the Week presented by St. Luke Sports Medicine. Back after this.
St. Luke's knows that trust is the foundation of all relationships. It's earned over time. It's the type of relationship you should have with your healthcare team. While our healthcare needs are different, one thing is constant. St. Luke's is focused on building a lasting relationship with you, earning your trust and putting your well-being first. When it comes to great healthcare, trust is essential. St. Luke's, the care you trust, now more than ever.
For all the moments of your life, through thick and thin, Broski Insurance has been there. Since 1965, it has been our honor to be there for you and your family, both in the good times and the tough times.
Home, auto, life, and business. Broski Insurance Agency. Tradition and pride since 1965.
We're back. 57-26 is your score. And first basket for Mitchell. He's got a dozen. 57-28. And count the basket by Santos. He has 2 more. He's got 15. Make it 16 for Santos. So 60-28. And here's Reich. And that one floats out. And one thing you'll see is the mercy rule is in effect. So they'll stay, the time will stay, and this will go pretty quick, with that mercy rule, because it will not come back at the same time. So they get a wholesale changes here with 6:49. Should clock there. We're going to inbound.
Alexander really stepping up here in the second half. Really impressed with Jonathan Alexander. Again, we're going to have the player for the game for you a little bit later on in the post game.
Number 23, Clay Whitman. Patterson will shoot 2.
That one's no good.
Bryce Patterson coming off the bench here for Matt Gallagher and the Stroudsburg team. I already had that big three-pointer last quarter. Gets on the board here in the fourth with a free throw.
Who was that?
Patterson.
Thank you. I was getting some business done here on the social media end. 15-footer, that one no good. Ball loose and outlet. And going in for the basket is Kadir Mitchell. He's got 4 in the quarter. He's got 14 for the game. Closing in on his average, however, not easy. From the corner, the 3. That's no good. Another opportunity here. And the pass, extra effort, and out of bounds.
It's interesting there. Leo Kia, you think he would have gone up for that shot, but I think he was trying to get Patterson back into the mix here with that extra pass. It'll be Nazareth ball coming out here with the inbound. A little bit of Tyler Aid for you here in the fourth quarter. As Cole Federico also in the game with Coy Whitman. So we're seeing the depth of this Nazareth team here.
Another steal.
Bryce Patterson.
A lot of different players in the mix. Getting some opportunity. Here's Reich. Gets it right back. And they'll restart. Driving through. A good look by Patterson. That one's short. Underneath. Can't get that one to fall. It's key.
Whitman with the spin. Gets his own rebound.
A lot of different chances here, opportunities, and then finally the basket is good.
Tyler Aid.
He's on the scoreboard, and he hears it from the crowd.
A blocking foul down on the other end as Whitman gets called for it. It'll be Mitchell shooting 2. for Stroudsburg. Again, 14 points on the day for Kadir Mitchell. That's point number 15.
Wholesale changes. It's like a hockey game, changing on the fly. And a big victory here for Nazareth. Coach Art said he's going to use 10. Well, he probably used about 16 now.
Coach Art's son, Bryce, into the game.
And that one is good by Mitchell.
Got Harrison Durner handling the ball for Nazareth, but he gets the ball stolen by Bryce Patterson.
Didn't get a call. Al DeCarlo, Mike Raymond, Pearson Yulsis, Nathan Reich, one of our student reporters,
With the inbound here.
is wearing number 10 for Stroudsburg. Does a great job with us for D11 Sports. I thank Ray Ramella, Tom Falzone as well. Another shout out to The Weave, Andy Weaver.
Fouls number 25, Harrison Durner.
Came in, didn't have my ticket, threw me out. I said, but Weave, what's going on?
You gotta get past him to enter the Nunamaker Gymnasium here.
17 points now for Mitchell. Make it 18. Not the kind of game he wanted, but he's going to be right at his average.
So Bryce Patterson really getting involved in the defensive end, gotten a couple steals here.
There's Patterson, far side. And, you know, if you're Coach Gallagher right now, you're wanting to see this. You want to see that player that's going to help you out.
And that seems to be Bryce Patterson, what we've seen so far.
Yeah, he's got stabbings all over the floor. He knows his minutes are valuable for him. Driving through and scoring is Joe Ragazzo, the junior.
The carry call there. And the ball goes back to Nazareth as we're under 2 minutes to go here in the game.
Down to 150. That one goes to fed to the corner. 3 bomb is up. That one won't fall. End to end is Mitchell. He's got 20, leading all scorers. Pass outside and taken through. Trying to feed down to Bryce Arndt. Cannot. Down 1:15 on the clock. Mitchell with a miss. As we approach the final minute, this is the loudest this crowd's been all night.
Well, it's nice to be able to be here and support everyone on the team. As the sidelines over there, the Blue Eagles are trying to bring the crowd in with it.
Final 50 seconds. Everybody wants Bryce Arndt to bury one. Instead, from up top, yeah, count it. The 3 by Kevin Kelly. 67-40. Here's Reich. Final 30 seconds.
Looks like Stroudsburg just trying to dribble out a little bit here.
Final 15 seconds, driving in the lane, and scoring is key. And final 9 seconds. Down to 7. And they'll hold it off here. 67-42 is your final score.
Great job tonight by Nazareth. Both sides of the ball, offensive and defensively, all the way up and down the bench. Everyone getting involved tonight. and home crowd out here supporting that effort. So congratulations to Coach Arndt. Goes for his 7th win of the year, moving their overall record to 7-2. And a lot of people getting it done for the Blue Eagles.
Yep.
And we got some players of the game honors to hand out, and I know we're going to do that as the game gets wrapped up here.
Yeah, 67-42, your final. I want to thank Broski Insurance again, everything they have done with us and being a supporter of D11sports.com. And, I want to thank Ray Ramella as well. I want to thank Kevin Conley, Sean Kelly, Joe Magro, and Josh Powell, Sports Fan Base Network. Kind of had a couple glitches here and there, but we got it done. And a big victory, 67-42 is your score. And we go over to our player of the game is with Pearson Yulsis.
Pearson Yulsis here with CJ Santos of Nazareth, number 24, scored 16 points this game. So overall, what are your thoughts on your performance and the team's performance of this?
Especially with having one of our main guys, Ryan Kresge, out, I think we really excelled. We pushed the ball extremely well. We played upbeat defense. We just got easy transition buckets, and that's what led to the lead.
Thank you for your input. We'll go back to you, Al. We'll be back with Coach Hart in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks a lot, Pearson. And we'll get in Coach Arndt at the same time and bring him in as well. And he'll get his final thoughts. Obviously, a big victory for him. Back down to Pearson.
Pearson Yulsis, student report for D11 back again, this time with Nazareth's Coach Joe Arndt. Overall thoughts on the team's performance this game?
Yeah, I mean, it was a great win, great team win. We needed to play for 32 minutes with a lot of energy, and we bounced back well tonight. And, I'm proud of those guys. I mean, we needed this game, and they all responded well, and that's what good teams do. So now we have to move forward and get ready for Deerf.
All right, great. Thank you for your input, sir. Back to you, Al.
All right, thanks a lot, Pearson. Good job. Thanks a lot to Joe Arndt. Best of luck the rest of the year for him. Best of luck to Matt Gallagher. Thank you to the final scoring in this one. Card with 20 points for Mitchell, 6 points for Kia, 7 points for Patterson, 2 points for Gillette. Denzel Key finished with 3. Alexander with 14. That's Jonathan Alexander. 7 for Adamas, 7 points for Keener, 5 points for Scrap. It's 2 for Aid. Federico with 2. 5 for Jaden Alexander, 2 for Ragazzo. Corey Whitman with 2. 16 points for Santos. 3 points for Kevin Kelly, and 2 points for Nolan Booth. And that'll do it for tonight. Final score, once again, 67-42. Mike, your final thoughts?
Yeah, just a great up-and-down win for Nazareth. And we knew Stroudsburg was going to struggle with the numbers. Not a lot of players were healthy and ready to go for this game, but they didn't quit. And Kadir Mitchell and Leo Kia made sure of it. And I really was impressed with Bryce Patterson coming off the bench, what he was able to do on the defensive end of things, and as well getting some three-point buckets under his stat sheet. So very impressed with the ability not to quit for Stroudsburg. So they came out here. They knew it was going to be a tough game against Nazareth, but I was still impressed with the effort, and they're coming out there and trying to represent the Mountaineer squad as best they could.
Yeah, it'll be Deerf, Easton, and Becca, the next 3 for Nazareth. And for Stroudsburg, it'll be Northampton, Pleasant Valley, and Parkland. That will do it for tonight. For Dave Micah, my partner, for Mike Raymond, for Pearson Yulsis, Nathan Reich, our D11 Sports student reporter that played for Stroudsburg, for everyone at the Sports Fan Base Network, including Kevin Conley, our producer, I'm Al DeCarlo saying so long. Final score, once again, 67-42. Nazareth the winner. Have a great night, everyone.